Check it out. The average American carries $5,331 in credit card debt. Also, the typical American carries 3.4 credit cards per person. Now tell me, what's in your wallet?
Hi, this is Marriage and Family Matters. I'm Sonia, and this is my husband, Brennan. Today we're talking to you about credit cards. Honey, tell them what's in your wallet.
So I can tell you what's in my wallet and what's not in my wallet. What's in my wallet is this thing here. This thing called cash. This good old green paper. And that's what I carry in my wallet. Now, don't get me wrong, I just don't carry a wad of cash in my wallet. This is cash that we're going to use to replenish part of our emergency fund. But what I used to carry in my wallet was a lot of credit cards. And like most Americans, I started pretty early with my credit cards. And for me, the journey started when I was in college. I got my first credit card when I was 18 years old, maybe 19. I went to Clemson University. So I remember it was the first week of classes, and they had a welcome back festival for all of the students in downtown Clemson. They had a number of credit card vendors out there preying on young students. Yes, I said it. I said they were preying on us like we were like feed for the vultures, you know. But anyway, went out there and to enjoy the festival and saw a Clemson t-shirt. And this young adult came to me and was like, you can have this shirt for free. Just fill out this piece of paper for a MasterCard. I decided to do it because I really wanted that t-shirt. Now, in retrospect, when I think about it, that was probably a $12 t-shirt. And I accumulated roughly $4,000 to $5,000 in debt for a $12 t-shirt. Anyway, I filled out the paperwork. I got my MasterCard with a credit limit of between $3,000 to $5,000. And I was an 18-year-old student. I told myself and I told my mom when I got that credit card that I was going to use it for emergency purposes only, like the typical college student. And that emergency the first time I used it, it was for a true emergency. I needed a jacket. But of course, I went and got an expensive jacket. I went and got a $200 leather jacket from the local mall. Once I struck it one time and swiped that card, man, I got that what do you call it? You know, when I got that feeling, that feeling of power, like infinite money.
I got that.
Yeah, and I kept swiping. And so what went from an emergency to get a jacket or a leather, or it was supposed to be a coat, but turned into a leather jacket, turned into me taking my friends to Applebee's every time we didn't like what the cafeteria was selling or was serving. So, yeah, and it quickly spiraled out of control during my college years. I had no way of paying back that debt. That was my first experience with credit cards. What's yours, sweetie?
So mine was very similar. I also went to Clemson, and so my first credit card was through the same kind of scenario. I signed up to get a free t-shirt. Honestly, I really took it very lightly. It was really just frivolous. I don't even remember what the t-shirt was. I don't even know how much I really cared to have a t-shirt. It was just something free, so I was like, okay, let's do it.
But was it truly free?
It wasn't really. So I signed up for my first credit card. I didn't get $5,000, so my credit limit was more like $300 or $500.
Was it a MasterCard?
I don't even remember.
It's not etched in her brain like it's etched in my brain. It burnt me to the soul.
So I only spent like $7 on that card, but when I registered for it, for whatever reason, I put my parents' home address on it. And so the bill evidently went to my parents' house, and I never got it. And I wasn't a very responsible person at that time, so I wasn't looking for it and calling and checking out to see when the bill would come, because I knew I would have to pay that money back. So several months went by, and I don't honestly remember how long, but I ended up spending, I'm sure, over $100 to pay for something that was originally $7 that I could have just purchased out of my pocket. So that was my first credit card. I should have learned my lesson then, but I didn't. And I actually became one of those credit card pushers like Brennan was talking
She
about.
was.
Where I was one of those marketing people who would try to get people to get free T-shirts or footballs or whatever it was,
Koozies.
to register for a credit card.
Yeah.
And
She
I
was
am
evil.
so ashamed of that time in my life right now.
I'm not mad because we used that money to go on some dates. So. Unfortunately, you probably put a lot of people in debt, so you should be ashamed of that.
Don't say that.
Well, anyway, most credit cards, most people get initiated with credit cards when they're young and dumb. And these credit card companies do a lot of research on their target population, which is young and dumb college students that are really materialistic and have no concept and idea of finances. The typical college student, they don't have any idea of finances at that time because you're sort of in this encapsulated world of college and everything is there. So yeah. So anyway, most people get exposed to credit cards around that time, and once you get hooked, man, it's pretty hard to break that habit. So most Americans, we dated throughout college and we had credit cards separately, and eventually we got married. Right?
Yep.
We told that story in one of our other videos, but we got married, and it seems like we just compounded stupid, right? Yeah, we I thought we were smart, but we weren't. So, I had, like I stated earlier, roughly 3 and 4 credit cards. By this time, it's been some years that have accumulated. So as the years go on, you got to up your credit card game. And so I came into the relationship with at least 3 credit cards. How much do you think you had?
I think I had 2 or 3 because I had Express and then I had
You had
American
Amex.
Express, and I think I had one other credit card.
Okay. So, we came in with, at least 3 each. That was 6 total. And then because we got married and, we had to get one account, we got several joint credit card accounts. So we got Best Buy. We got, what else was there?
Well, if you recall, we had Discover.
Oh, yeah. Discover Bondage.
And then we also had furniture credit cards and
Southwest.
Yep.
Yeah.
Southwest
credit card. Yeah, because we was going to fly and travel the world.
Yep. So,
with free points, right?
even with all our college education, we still saw the need to
4
get
college
all these
degrees between the both of us. And certifications and licensure. Still dumb. Anyway, so we got married and we joined our credit cards. So we had, 6 that were just, 3 of mine, 3 of hers, and we got like 4 additional credit cards. So we probably at 10 credit cards at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And just like most people, we thought that we needed to have credit cards for the main reasons, right? And these main reasons are in case we have an emergency. And that was pretty stupid thinking because if we have an emergency, why do we need 10 credit cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think about it now, right? You see how that light just went off? And then, the other thing was we got to have credit cards to rent cars and to rent hotel rooms. And that was pretty stupid thinking too because why would we rent a car when we just bought a brand new car?
Exactly.
See, again, when stupid, we just had stupid. It was just compounding, like interest.
And then the other reason we, for example, with the Southwest card, we got for the rewards. We just felt like we could use this card easily. I think we did gas for our gas. We traveled a long distance for work. So we decided we're spending so much money on gas. Let's just use a credit card. And then the money that we know we have to spend already each month, we can be getting rewards at the same time.
The thought was that because we were spending money, we might as well get rewards for the money that we were spending. We had no concept of the math behind that, nor did we care because we heard free. And like most people, free sounds good.
Yeah.
But is it truly free?
No.
No.
We had no concept of how interest works.
No.
At all.
So, like my wife said, I'm sorry to cut your story off, but we started using these credit cards for gas. We worked in a town about 40 miles away from where we lived, so we had to do a lot of driving. And then when I got to work, I did driving at work. So I would get a mileage check. And of course, most Americans, I sort of inflated my mileage check. Hopefully my previous employees aren't watching this. But, and partly so that I can pay off the bill for the gas that we paid on the credit card. But, we put gas on the credit card and we would go to the gas station thinking we're only going to fill up with gas. This credit card is only for gas. You know what? I'm thirsty. let me get out and get me something to drink. Sweetie, you want something? You know what? Let me get a honey bun while you in there. And so
it was adding up.
It was adding up. So gas went from gas and a snack at the gas station. And I mean, we're still going to pay it off with the same mileage check. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, after a rough week of work, we felt like we owed it to ourselves to unwind. So, you know what? Yeah, we need a date night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We need not the budget date night from our previous video. Mm-hmm. You like how I threw that in there, right? But we needed a date night because we needed to unwind. And so we would go and throw a movie on a credit card. Mm-hmm. And we would put, you know what, let's go to Applebee's, or, you know, let's step the game up and go to Hibachi. Let's go to Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Hibachi Steakhouse and throw it on a credit card. And because this was an impromptu date night, we didn't budget for it. We didn't actually have the money.
Nope.
So our credit card, you know, went from, you know what, we probably started with $1,000 limit.
Maybe.
And then because we kept getting close to that limit, the credit card company kept raising it.
Yeah.
And we didn't object to it.
No, it didn't occur to us to object to it.
No, why? And so
like, whew, more money. All right.
So, you know, when everything came to a head, we found that we were on this one credit card, Discover, we were close to what, $8,000-$10,000 in a hole.
Oh yes.
And that's not counting what we had on Best Buy and Southwest and all these other credit cards. And it was frightening for a while because we made a pretty good bit of money. We made above the average American household income. We were, you know, probably at the time when we got married, we were probably like 80, close to 90K a year.
I think so.
And so for us, that was pretty decent money. More than I thought I was going to make growing up, I can tell you that. But we felt like we were living paycheck to paycheck because all the money we had was going on credit cards. Mm-hmm. And our new car payment. Yep. But
that's what led us on our debt-free journey.
It did. We got sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, and well, we didn't just have that epiphany like we told in the previous story,
right.
In the previous video. Somebody had to turn us on to Dave Ramsey. Mm-hmm. But once we got turned on to Dave Ramsey, we were turned on to Dave Ramsey. And
so now, no more credit cards for us.
Yeah, so life now looks completely different, mm-hmm. right? So we're married. We've been married now for 9 years. I got that right because we just had our anniversary. Yes. Mm-hmm. 9 years, and of the 9 years that we've been married, we've been living without a credit card for almost
8.
No.
Over 8.
No.
7.
Girl, I can't believe you. Please forgive her. Please. Right. We started our debt-free journey in 2012.
Okay, yes.
So we've been 5 years on a debt-free journey. So we're 5 years without a credit card. My wife, sometimes she forgets things, and I have to remind her of pretty much everything. So 5 years without a credit card, and I can tell you guys, we don't have a need for one. Actually, when I see credit card commercials, when people offer me credit cards, I get mad. I got a saying.
Wait a minute. So we are in a mall, and Brendan has to tell anyone who offers him a credit card about Dave Ramsey. So just people in stores everywhere, beware. Yeah. If you ask at McDowell if they want a credit card, you're gonna hear about Dave Ramsey.
Yes, you will. And I've gotten obnoxious with it. I've said statements such as, credit cards are for poor people. Now, I know that's wrong, and I know that's dumb, and I don't know, but credit cards just does something to me, right? It just makes me mad. You know why it makes me mad? It makes me mad because you're giving away free money, right? I mean, all this interest you're giving away is free money. So if you want to give away free money, I got some suggestions for you, right? So how about you just come knock on my front door? I'll take the money. Or why don't you just once a month drive down the interstate and just drop some money out the window, right? Or better yet, this right here will get you some brownie points with probably the man upstairs. I know it doesn't work like that, but why don't you just stop by the corner when you see a homeless person, just hand out some money. If you want to give away free money, go give it away and do something charitable with it. Mm-hmm. Don't give it to the credit card companies who got these massive big buildings in the downtown metropolitan areas of the major cities, or and their CEOs can get golden parachutes for screwing up the economy and screwing up people's lives. No, don't give these people the money. If you're going to give it away to somebody who can actually use it, right? Like me. Because I can buy a lot of stuff on Amazon with that.
So let's get Brennan out of his dark place about credit cards. So what we're trying to say is you can live without a credit card.
You can.
You don't have to have a credit card to rent a car.
No.
We are able to rent cars just fine without a credit card.
And an emergency fund. Because you might have to put down a deposit of $100, but that shouldn't be that much.
Yep. You don't need a credit card for an emergency. Dave Ramsey says, and it's true, not many things that we would quote unquote call an emergency are going to cost more than what you would have in your emergency fund.
Of $1,000.
And so if you save up and be prepared for an emergency, there's no need to rely on a credit card. And if you think about it, if you use a credit card for an emergency, when are you going to pay it back? And then when you pay it back, you will almost always be paying extra or more than what you needed for your emergency versus using cash out of your emergency fund and you only spend what you actually needed to spend.
And guys, I mean, how can you get wealthy when you're giving away free money? I think you got it backwards. You can't give away free money and then expect to be wealthy. Get yourself wealthy first and then give away the free money. Then you'll be called a philanthropist? Is that it? Is that right? Did I say that right? I think I did.
I think so.
Well, anyway, that's it for today. You've been watching
Marriage and Family Matters.
Where marriage and family does matter. So until next time, guys, keep watching. And if you like what you saw today, please subscribe or hit the like button or write a comment down. We would really like to see some comments. So with that said, talk to you later.